Hello, hello. Welcome in, Sophie. I hope you're having a good day. I'm not sure if you saw, but we're not doing free questions today. We're just jumping right into the donations. I'm not able to stick around for very long today, just about like 45 minutes. So that's what we're doing. Did you want to donate $5 to have your question answered? He's getting so quiet. What was he doing?
You know what the
He's just staring at you. Well, he's used to you being crazy. Hey, Taka. It looks like you donated. Perfect timing, my friends. What are we doing for you today? Sounds great. All right, Taka, I know you're at work, so I don't think you're waiting on me, but my sister called me. She needed to chat real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and get started now. So you said Jay's next actions towards you, thoughts lately towards you, especially after he saw you. Inspection happened right after he left, passing out. But since that's over, you'll have more free time. Just wondering if he'll still visit Interact. He still has to wait on his other store inspections. Okay. And then timing for maybe next solo time car ride with Jay. Oh, he used to offer rides, but it's very busy. Thank you again. Also voted for you a couple days ago. Okay. All right, Taka, I got you. All right. So question 1.
You know, when I went for it, that was eons. Like 11 years ago, 12 years ago.
So I'm starting to wonder, Taka, if I think you said he still has inspections, if those are kind of influencing, I guess, the action that you're receiving from him right now. Because I have I have like a lot of cards that are indicating like maybe like a more retreating kind of energy at this time. Like the 4 of Swords is very much like pulling back, someone who pauses instead of rushing through. Maybe they're just taking a minute or taking a beat, and they're not really like giving like this overly outward kind of, it's the Four of Swords is kind of a card of rest, actually. Like maybe he's needing more sleep, or he's really needing to take any time that he has to like re-energize or restore, because Four of Swords is like more of an inactive kind of card. It's kind of like you're not going out and hiking on vacation, you're sleeping in bed or laying on the beach kind of thing. It's like the card where you're giving space and staying quiet and observing rather than engaging. So like that card coming out first was like, okay, maybe like there's something going on with him where it's making him kind of stay more in the background a little bit. We also have the Emperor. The Emperor also doesn't make like very fast, impulsive action. They're more organized, logical, structured, and disciplined. It's also like the leader card. So maybe that means that he's focusing more on his position right now of being like manager, supervisor, like whatever his position is. It's more of like that take charge kind of, I guess, action. There's a word I'm looking for, but I can't find it right now. He's definitely going to show up correct. He's definitely going to show up responsible when it comes to, he's going to show up fair. And also the Emperor could also indicate that he will still generally take the lead on things, where it's not like suddenly he's walking away and you're now going to have to try to hold up your end of the relationship. I still think it gives that like, I'm going to still take charge, I'm going to still take care of you kind of energy. But it's more so like I also have like other things I need to be practical about, other responsibilities that need to be practical about. That alongside the King of Pentacles, which is very much that same energy. It's like, but I still think that it's not this grand gesture, because King of Pentacles is like stable and consistent and reliable, and like you can depend on him. So he's saying like, you can depend on me, I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up for you and provide my love or romantic intentions. There's a word, it's not in engagements or pursuit, maybe is the word I'm looking for. But basically, I'm going to show my effort, my pursuit through providing security. So I think that you can see from him more of that like consistency. But again, these cards aren't really showing those grand gestures. I also have the King of Wands. It doesn't mean he hasn't lost his passion for you. It doesn't mean that he's not romantically pursuing you or won't be initiating. There's still that chemistry, that attraction, where maybe things will start to take a turn, maybe where he becomes less overwhelmed and he's going to be less cautious and he's going to be like, I want you and I'm going for it. But just the energy that's coming out right off the bat, it does make me feel a lot like, there's, so I don't know, there's just like more of a reserved, like more quiet place. He might feel also internally stuck, overthinking, like his action might look like hesitation, mixed signals, might be a little bit confusing for a while. But again, I don't think that is direct influence on you. And like, it's not happening because of you. It's just maybe outside stuff. So the only reason why I'm even linking it to his responsibilities is just because you happen to mention it, and it makes sense why he would pull back. Because I'm also like, I thought we were really going for it. I thought like he was just going to keep pursuing you in a big way. What would make him feel stuck? And I think it's just when life gets in the way, things like that can happen. So this is more going to be like things shifting into like cooperation. Your connection might be more like working together, collaborating, figuring things out as a team, him showing up for you consistently, providing stability. You still would probably get like little gestures from him, little tokens of appreciation. But again, this would just be more of like still feeling maybe that his mind is also elsewhere. But I still think that at the end of all of this, you get a confession, like you get an emotional offering from him, maybe not grand or heavy, but sincere. and heartfelt, I would say. So that's what I have for that question. But let's take a look at your second one. You're welcome. Also, really happy for you that your inspection is done. That sounds like it will be such a relief for you. I'm hearing like I'm proud of you, like pride, proud, something along those lines. Like I think that he maybe sees how much effort you've been putting towards your job, and he was like, you know, this is going to be rewarded. She's very skilled, she's knowledgeable, she's got this. And maybe after coming in and seeing you on Monday, he's like, she's going to do well. Like I have a lot of pride in her, I'm proud of her. I feel like he wants you to feel supported, so I think that that is the main thing here. He said you are well versed in your job, what it is that you do. And I think that he looks at you as like a person, like you're a separate entity, you're like a human being who he's like romantically attracted to, but at the same time the primary focus of your connection is at a place of work where he is like the leader, I guess you could say. So he also looks at you as the employee too. And I think that what he was feeling a lot that day is just more so wanting you to feel supported and feeling like happy pride, like seeing, like knowing that you're maybe overwhelm is going to be coming to an end. And I think that he's like, yeah, she's doing such a good job and I'm really proud of her. In the sense of like a supervisor would say, but also in like a side way of like if he was your partner and this was your job, and then he would just say, I'm really proud of you for like what you've achieved, what you're doing, what you're getting done. And then I think obviously he doesn't like to see you stressed out, so he's probably happy to know that you are, that's coming to an end for you. Let's see, how did he feel? How did he feel? Yeah, he says you're really intelligent. Oh, he said you were working tirelessly. Maybe even a bit restless. So I think he's hoping that you're going to get some sleep. How is he feeling towards her? Not work related. Not work related. I think he's always sad to walk away. Like, I think he's sad to leave you. I think that if he could have his druthers, he would stick around and your location would be like the primary focus. I'm hearing like, I'll come back for you. Like, I want us to come back together and I want to see you more often. I think also there's something a little exciting knowing that you potentially would have a little bit more quote unquote free time. It's not really free time, but maybe freed up time, I should say. So that way when he does come by, you guys could maybe have some more FaceTime, a little bit more one-on-one with each other, because the Six of Cups is here. So the Six of Cups is very much like reminiscent, nostalgic, like I miss you, I'm comforted by you, I want to see you again, I want to reunite. And I think he's just really happy for you to get some rest. I would say that's the primary focus of what he was thinking when he saw you on Monday. But I will say that he was sad to go because I think that when he sees you, you're like a wish fulfilled, something that he looks forward to during those days. And then the Eight of Cups is kind of like a regretful walking away. Like, I know I need to go. I know I need to leave. I can't just hang around here all day, but I wish that I could because it's always with you guys, it's always like your responsibilities first. And then whatever's left over, then you can spend getting to know each other and talking to each other and things like that. But it's like always, you guys are always under that like cloud of we have to work first, and then we can have our conversations later. So like your responsibilities always seem to come first. But I think that he's happy to know that at work, the time that you were applying yourself for the inspection is now going to be a little bit more freed up. So maybe there will be more of an opportunity for like engagement, I guess you could say. So yeah, I think he's looking forward to that. But Monday, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of like thoughts going on. Just like I love seeing her. She brings a smile to my face. I feel a lot of comfort when I see her. I want to see her again. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. She's so smart. She's so like worked so hard, and I'm really proud of her, kind of thing. All right, let's look up timing for you. Aww, it is nice, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right, the timing readings are typically pretty quick, but we're going to pull a couple cards. So basically, I pull a card or two to get a set time or a time frame, and then I do like I pull more cards just to double check and verify to make sure that it's correct. Sometimes the range is really small, like I literally have like things within days of each other, and then sometimes it's like a season or a month of the year, something along those lines. So we'll see what we've got here. All right, so I'm getting Scorpio season. I do know, and that's a while from now. I do know that from like an old world perspective, Mars, which is the tower that I pulled, Mars rules Aries typically, which we are in Aries season right now. But I know like the old study of astrology, it used to rule or be associated with Scorpio as well. So it's kind of confused because I was like, okay, is it Aries or Scorpio? Because that's like a huge difference in time. That's either now or that's like in the fall. But then I pulled extra cards. I got the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands as tarot is during Scorpio season. So I feel like that verified that with me, as well as the 7 of Cups being Scorpio season. So the other thing to say about the Tower is that the Tower says that things are not going to happen the way you think it's going to. So that could indicate that there's a change in this timing and it's not necessarily set in stone. But the one thing that was really coming to mind was it may not be like an invitation and like, let's go grab a cup of coffee, let's go to the store. It might be like something crazy happens, like I don't want to like speak things out there, but I'm just going to give examples. A fire, your car breaks down, an emergency happens, and he's like, let me give you a ride, like that kind of thing. Like, because the Tower talks about when there's sudden chaos and then things aren't happening the way you thought they were going to. So again, we're not speaking that into existence, but that energy is there. Again, this could shift, this could go up, and maybe I could be overlooking something, and this card does indicate Aries season. It could also be both. It could be sometime now and then sometime later too, but that's what I'm pulling for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, so that is what I've got for you, Taka. Thank you so much for your donations, friend. Maybe like another store gets an inspection and he takes you. Maybe. Again, it's just something sudden, last minute, spontaneous. That's the Tower energy. It's not like a pre-planned thing. I don't think it's like something where he's like, let me pick you up, and you're like, okay, what time? I bet with that energy, it's something that kind of sudden. Yeah, maybe like another store is like needing help, and he's like, can you come to the store and help today? Like just something kind of sudden and chaotic, I feel, is how it goes down. You're welcome, Taka. I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you later, girl.